Caitlyn Clark was responsible for $216,000 in sales. A'ja Wilson's signature one went for $915, and that's a one-of-one card, $915.
I was wrong about the impact that Caitlyn Clark was going to have on the WNBA.
What if I told you that one rookie is not only rewriting the history books on the court, but also transforming the entire WNBA market off it?
Caitlyn Clark, I'm sure you saw, just became the all-time scoring leader. I'm curious, where would you rank her?
Ooh.
A'ja Wilson thinks that Caitlyn Clark is only popular because she's white.
No one cares what skin color you are. When it's not going well for you, claim racism. We understand, and frankly, I just laugh at it.
Caitlyn Clark, the sensational point guard for the Indiana Fever, has done it again this time in the world of collectibles.
But I can't believe the percentage of dollars there. Over $200,000 and that much belongs to Caitlyn Clark. This is a phenomenon like we've not seen.
An astonishing $16,000 worth of her cards were sold in a single auction, leaving everyone else in the dust. But how did she achieve this?
This is the problem that a lot of people have with Caitlyn Clark fans and supporters. They don't buy into it. You hate it when they're here. You don't like their presence. Oh my God, look at what they're doing. They're so awful. Then when they leave the Caitlyn flight, oh my God, what do we do now?
And more importantly, what does it mean for the future of the WNBA? Let's explore the unprecedented rise of Caitlyn Clark and why her impact goes far beyond the basketball court. Always a trailblazer, her dominance isn't limited to just basketball.
Caitlyn Clark is different from any other player we have ever seen in the women's game, and it starts with the distance with which she shoots the basketball. We've never seen a player shoot from that deep range with that kind of efficiency.
The recent Golden December Elite auction underscored just how powerful her star power has become. To put this in perspective, A'ja Wilson, a three-time MVP and one of the league's most decorated players, saw her top card sell for only $915. Sabrina Ionescu, another prominent WNBA star.
Caitlyn Clark has been the best thing, the most dominant thing to happen to the WNBA ever. Remember, there's been good players come out of college, but nobody really cared. We'd seen it. Nobody really cared.
Had a top card fetch just $2,319. The comparison is stark and groundbreaking. Breaking down the numbers further shows just how massive Clark's impact is.
Caitlyn Clark has the black gold auto 1 of 5, $12,322. Caitlyn Clark Sparks patch 1 of 1, $13,420. Caitlyn Clark Selections GV 1 of 1, $40,870. Caitlyn Clark Concourse BF 1 of 1, $52,000, $460. Caitlyn Clark Signatures BF 1 of 1, $97,600.
5 highest selling cards dominated the auction. A black gold auto 1 of 5 sold for $1,322. A Sparks Pad 1 of 1 went for $3,420. A Selections G.
Why is the A'ja Wilson card going only for $916?
GV 1 of 1 reached $4,875. Another 1 of 1 sold for $524. And her signatures BF 1 of 1 top.
It just feels like the support isn't actually there. Now, A'ja Wilson's a great player, very accomplished. It's just very interesting to look at these percentages because these are backbreaking. This is pretty damning as far as like what the open market says someone's products are worth. And time after time again, Caitlyn Clark has overwhelmingly dominated
the list at a jaw-dropping $97,500. While Wilson and Ionescu have had years to build their legacies, Clark has met.
There isn't one single interesting woman playing in the WNBA to me. A mid-range jump shooting A'ja Wilson and how great she is. She's not great. She's okay. I mean, she probably could start on a few boys' teams out here in the country, but none here in Indiana City. But Caitlyn Clark's interesting.
Managed to outsell them both in just a few months. Her cards aren't just collectibles, they are investments, reflecting her growing legacy as one of the most marketable athletes in women's basketball. The scale of these sales highlights a larger trend, the Caitlyn Clark effect. As she continues to attract fans to the WNBA, her influence is driving unprecedented attention to women's sports memorabilia. According to eBay, searches for WNBA-related items have soared by 110% compared to last year, with Clark topping the list of the most searched athletes across.
In all of the sellouts, Caitlyn asked the WNBA if they would pay spot bonuses to the away team players. She said,
wow,
we're making all this new revenue, and I would like the away team to benefit from that. Could they get a spot bonus? So that's the heart of Caitlyn Clark.
All sports. Her cards are not only redefining the collectibles market but also paving the way for the WNBA to gain new global recognition and fan engagement. Clark's meteoric rise isn't just about her personal success, it's about what she represents for the WNBA. In her rookie season, she has sparked a wave of attention and energy for a league.
Serena told Caitlyn Clark, I freaking love this, that there's no race involved, and Serena is black. This is a GOAT. African-American women.
I just love that she tries to stay grounded, and she says she doesn't, what did she say, she doesn't have a social, she doesn't look at her social, and I get it, I don't either, and I think it's so important to continue to do what she's doing, and no matter what other people do, then if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do.
That has long struggled for mainstream visibility. The numbers speak for themselves. WNBA ratings surged by 155% from 2023 to 2024, a direct result of the Caitlyn Clark effect. Her electrifying performances, competitive spirit, and undeniable charisma have made her a household name, attracting new fans who may never have considered watching a WNBA game before. This newfound attention extends beyond television screens. Clark has driven record-breaking attendance at arenas, with fans flocking.
Caitlyn Clark was the solution for so many things, but so many players, coaches are also painting her out to be the problem. There was all of this just nonsense about things that Caitlyn was doing wrong when, in my personal opinion, she was doing nothing but going out there and playing great basketball every night and ignoring the hate that was coming to her from all sides. She was getting all of that, yet all of these eyeballs were coming to the league because of her.
To see her play live. Merchandise sales have skyrocketed as well, with jerseys, posters of iconic moments, and trading cards becoming some of the hottest commodities in sports memorabilia. This increased visibility is also benefiting other WNBA players as fans begin to explore the league more broadly. But make no mistake, Clark is leading the charge. Online platform.
Caitlyn has not had a proactive approach around toxic fandom and what's appropriate for, or something that she celebrates or likes to see in her fan base, or being proactive against any type of hateful discourse around WNBA and its players.
She is mad, Rose Golden-Wude is mad that Caitlyn Clark has not gone out of her way during her rookie season, when she's ultra focused on basketball, to focus on race relations in the WNBA, to focus on racial tensions, which Caitlyn Clark has nothing to do with.
One of the more interesting aspects of this fanhood is that some of the biggest supporters of Caitlyn Clark are not whites. They're actually black males.
Platforms reflect her star power too. According to eBay, she's not only the most searched WNBA player but also ranks among the top 5 most searched athletes across all sports. This puts her in the company of global legends, a true testament to her broad appeal. Her rivalry with players like Angel Reese from her college days has also fueled interest in women's basketball, creating storylines that draw fans into the drama, intrigue, and sheer talent on the court. What makes Caitlyn Clark's influence truly unique, however, is her ability to elevate the WNBA as a whole. She's not just a star, she's a cultural phenomenon. Fox commentator.
Players realize that if they attack Caitlyn Clark, their names are too going to be in the headlines.
Kennedy Montgomery recently praised Clark as a cultural lightning rod, highlighting her role in inspiring millions of young girls and women to pick up a basketball. Clark isn't just playing the game, she's reshaping the future of women's sports. Her achievements, both on and off the court, are creating ripple effects that reach far beyond the WNBA. The league's growing popularity can be traced directly to her influence, and as Clark continues to break records and dominate headlines, she's setting the stage for a brighter, more prosperous future for women's basketball. No matter what stage you're.
Caitlyn Clark should be getting so much more credit, but unfortunately there are still haters who are trying to bring her down.
When you're at the highest level, there will always be people offering critiques and others giving compliments. I was raised to not let the opinions of haters affect me too much. I was taught that the same level of praise you receive is where the same level of hate will follow. So, I try to stay grounded and balanced. While Caitlyn Clark's dominance in the card market is undeniable, it brings up an interesting question. Where does this leave A'ja Wilson, one of the WNBA's most accomplished players? Wilson, a three-time MVP and the first player in league history to score 1,000 points in a single season, has long been regarded as the face of the
WNBA players and their pretend friends in the mainstream media. They have done everything they can to diminish the impact of Caitlyn Clark. They tried to convince us that there are other players in the dump capable of drawing an audience. They tried to convince us that other players deserve the spotlight.
WNBA. Yet, with Clark's arrival, Wilson's spotlight appears to have dimmed slightly. In the Golden December Elite auction, Wilson's top cards sold for just $915, almost negligible compared to Clark's staggering $216,000. This stark contrast isn't a reflection of Wilson's performance or legacy but highlights the immense cultural and market appeal Clark has garnered in such a short time. Wilson continues to dominate on the court, leading the Las Vegas Aces to another finals appearance and consistently posting historic numbers, but it's Clark's name that is driving the broader conversation. So, why is Clark overshadowing even the league's most established stars? Part of the answer lies in timing. Clark entered the league as the #1 overall pick.
No matter what stage you're on, if you're at the highest stage, there's always going to be people that are critiquing you, there's always going to be people that are complimenting you, and I think that just speaks to like how I was raised too. Like, you know, I've never been one to like weigh the opinions of the haters too much, or, you know, I was told like, you know, at the level you feel all the praise, that's going to be the same level you feel all the hate. So like, I feel like I just try to stay right in the middle.
With immense fanfare, and quickly lived up to the hype. Her historic performances at the University of Iowa set the stage for her success in the WNBA, and her rookie season has proven she is more than just potential, she is the real deal. Meanwhile, Wilson, though consistent and highly decorated, represents a more traditional superstar archetype. Clark, on the other hand, brings a fresh, exciting, and unpredictable energy that resonates with a new generation of fans. Off-court personality also plays a role. Clark's fiery competitiveness, combined with her humility and approachability, has made her a fan favorite. She connects effortlessly with audiences, whether through social media, interviews, or her on-court demeanor. While Wilson is incredibly talented and well-respected, she doesn't possess the same level of cultural magnetism that Clark seems to exude naturally. This doesn't diminish Wilson's influence, she remains one of the league's top performers and a cornerstone of its growth. However, Clark's rapid ascent underscores a shifting landscape in the WNBA.
Caitlyn continuing to impress and she's going to break records nonstop for the next couple years. But everybody, that's why you had to pick Caitlyn up.
Where younger players are infusing the league with fresh energy, new fans, and unprecedented engagement. The league now finds itself in an exciting position, with multiple stars driving its evolution in different ways. Clark's remarkable achievements are a testament to her impact: most points by a point guard in a season, most double-doubles by a rookie guard, most points by a rookie in WNBA history, and more. She set several records, including the fastest WNBA player to reach 100 three-pointers and the first rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. Clark also made history as the first player to be named both WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. Her rise is one.
Caitlyn Clark is box office.
Caitlyn is the face right now, and that's also good. Like, she's selling out gyms.
Caitlyn Clark is a megastar.
TV ratings have spiked 153% from last season, and that's before the playoffs, which began last week.
Caitlyn Clark is a box office draw, while the rest of the WNBA, it is nothing but a polished turd.
But the attention she brought to the sport, hopefully going to have a residual effect for years to come.
They have done everything they can to diminish the impact of Caitlyn Clark.
One for the history books, and despite the inevitable comparisons, her achievements speak for themselves. As the WNBA continues to grow, the dynamic between Caitlyn Clark and A'ja Wilson will be fascinating to watch. Will Wilson reclaim her position as the undisputed face of the league, or will Clark's star power continue to overshadow even the most established players? Regardless, this healthy competition is a win for the league, its fans, and women's basketball as a whole. Caitlyn Clark's rise is more than just a rookie making headlines. It's a revolution, reshaping the WNBA's narrative and its place in the sports world. From record-breaking card sales to soaring ratings and fan engagement, Clark has become a symbol of what happens when talent, marketability, and passion come together. Her $216,000 trading card sales aren't just a personal milestone, they're a statement about the untapped potential of women's.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
As the WNBA continues to grow, the dynamic between Caitlyn
Sports on a global scale. As the WNBA enters a new era of visibility and cultural relevance, players like Caitlyn Clark and A'ja Wilson represent two sides of its evolution: established greatness and fresh, untapped potential. Together, they're driving the league forward in ways once thought impossible. The question:
I did not think it was possible that one player could come in and basically quadruple the ratings.
Now is, how far can the WNBA go with Caitlyn Clark leading the charge? One thing's certain, this is just the beginning. Whether on the court or in the collectibles market, Clark has set the bar higher than ever, and with her career just starting, the best is yet to come. As the league grows, players may feel like they should be receiving more attention. Will the Indiana Fever fans and Caitlyn Clark supporters bear the blame when ratings inevitably fluctuate? The answer is likely yes.